you don't want. But I don't think they're going to be happy about this. They're not going to be happy about this at all, and I'm not a ref. Alright, so here we are in game number 1 of this best of 3 in the bottom left-hand location of Star Station. We have we have actually Targa, the blue Zerg player. And his opponent in the bottom right. Close positions. Are we lagging? No, we're not lagging. We have the red Terran player, Icooktacos. And I don't know the map pool. I don't know, like, I'm not an administrator of this thing. So these guys made this map. This is the GSL version of Star Station. And I don't know if it's right or wrong. But close position seems very outdated. But I'm not one to speak on that. I just don't know when these guys are going to find out and how they're going to react, really. I don't think close is supposed to be a thing, but we'll have to see. Do we have a? I don't know. I guess I could Skype. I'll Skype an admin right now just to make sure. So now they're going to know that it's close positions, and this might get a little bit awkward. But again, I don't know if that's in the pool. Okay, so it is possible. Okay, well that's fine. They're going to be close positions here on Star Station. They're going to have to react to it. They're still both kind of wondering what's going on. And now they're realizing exactly what's going on. So now they know. Well, Targa knows. And Icooktacos, he's about to know. So now it is known that they are close positions. So obviously Targa isn't going to be happy about this too much. But again, you know, we'll have to see how this develops. The obvious reasons for why close positions can be difficult is because the Terran can pretty much attack very easily. Like, Terran is very close to opponent's natural expansion, can apply a lot of pressure, and as a Zerg, usually if you're playing reactionary, you have to be able to adjust to what your opponent is throwing at you, and to be able to adjust, you need to have time, right? And if it's close positions and they're very close to each other, you don't have a lot of time. So it's a little bit tough as a Zerg player to make that happen. But I guess it is supposed to be close. You know, I guess it's fine. It happened in matches before, so that's fine, you know. It's perfectly fine. But let's see what happens here. So, openings. We got double command center opening here from Icooktacos. 2 Marines at the front, holding strong. Meanwhile, no gas just yet. Just now sending an Overlord across to his opponent's side of the area of the ring of the map, trying to find out what's going on. SEV going to be scouting as well. Queen going to take that guy out. So it's going to be a gasless opening so far here from Targa. I think we have 4 queens. Yeah, 4 queen opening, 2 queens already on the field, 2 more going to be added on. Just now adding on the gases, 2 with the natural expansion, interestingly enough. Don't want to delay that too long, but we see Icooktacos going for a very economic opening. Probably as economic as you can get. 3 command centers off the bat. You know, but like, this command center is going to finish before the 6-minute mark. So crazy fast 2 additional command centers from Tacos, going straight into double gas, very standard. If you go for this fast econ, you want to get those gases relatively soon after, so you can start teching up and catch up where you might be falling behind. But it's a similar trend from both these guys, both favoring the econ at this point in the game. However, Targa taking these 2 gases as natural fairly quickly. Not ridiculously quickly, but we can see the mineral saturation at his natural isn't phenomenal, right? There's only 8 harvesters there. There's almost as many harvesters mining gas as there are mining minerals. So, you know, just getting that early gas out, might throw down a Roachborn eventually. Still mining the gas too. So it's kind of something you have to do because you don't really know what your opponent is going to throw at you because of this close positions. Like, if it was across the map, I feel like the gases would be later, and once Cats finishes eating, you can verify whether that's true or not. But I feel like you might take your gases later if your opponent is across the map because you have more time to prepare a little bit. But I feel like Target's just trying to get a bank of gas, just so he has options. He has options to prepare. But yeah, 2 evolution chambers. He hasn't scouted how ridiculously economic his opponent has been, though he's about to find out, I feel, with this Overlord. It's very close to this 3rd orbital command, a Baneliness on the way, 2 engineering bays on the way. Still only 2 production facilities on the map for tacos. A factory and a barracks. So really going crazy with, again, the econ and the upgrades. 3 command centers, 2 engineering bases. So going to be going into bio this game. Adding on 2 Hellions to try to get some map control. Upgrades are fairly similar for both of these guys. And the nice thing about these positions, I guess, is the hatcheries, as you extend along the left side, they get further away from your opponent. So that's going to be very helpful there for Targa. Speed is about to finish here. And let's see what these Hellions can do. Obviously, the Hellions are going to try to deny creep. Now, Targa might be a little bit weirded out because these Hellions are pretty darn late. So we should be able to guess what his opponent is doing as far as how economically invested he is in. Because usually, once your creep starts getting to this location, you know, this area, the Hellions are going to show up, right? And they're going to start trying to deny that creep. But Targa's creep spread has been unimpeded this entire time. Icooktacos is very comfortable going to the late game. We see a layer already underway here from Targa. So focusing on the 1-1 upgrades. Now, no return down, so this smells like Muta for now, considering he's only making things that cost minerals. He's going to start floating some gas, a lot of gas fairly soon, even adding on 2 gases in his main base. So something we'll keep an eye on. About this time is also when you're going to want to throw down a Baneling Nest, just to be absolutely careful, absolutely safe as far as what your opponent is doing. And of course, right when the Baneling Nest finishes, you want to start up with that Baneling speed. If you're going for this Ling Baneling Muta style. Helling's going to be rapid into this 3rd base, taking out 2 drones before backing away. Still nice creep spread from Targa, approaching his opponent's side of the map with that. Draw play is going to be, I feel like, very instrumental in this map. Since the arrow positions are so close, the medevacs aren't going to take too long to get across the map, to get to that natural expansion of Targa. So I would like to see a Spore Crawler eventually from Targa. I feel like about now would be that timing, once you're starting to really get saturated on those 3 bases. You're starting to add in extra drones. But again, something we'll keep an eye on. Still no Baneling Nest. Oh, no, the Baneling Nest has been down for a while, so never mind. Starting with the Baneling speed right away, so we've seen that on the map. Very good play from Targa so far. Spire on the way. Can start saving us some gas. Now, here's a tricky part as far as saving gas for mutas. You know, when you're making Banelings, obviously that's less gas you're putting into mutas. When you're making upgrades, that's less gas you're putting into mutas. So right here, he's not researching +2 melee attacks. I'm wondering if that's a mistake or if that's on purpose so we can have more gas, you know, to get mutas out on the field. But we have a little bit of a poke coming forward from Icooktacos. A lot of Marines, some Hellions mixed in there. Medevac production is not yet started. The reactor just now finishing on the starport. The 3rd base, though, is already taken. And there's already mules there. There's already SCV. So that's a little bit problematic. However, Targa looks like he's going for a flank with these Zerglings. A little bit of a spike here, but the Ling's gonna get us around. Great surround, and again, there's no medevacs here, so there's nothing to pick up these Marines, nothing to pick up these Hellions, and that's a great trade for Targa. Targa gonna charge towards his opponent's 3rd base, and this might be very bad. No wall off in the main base. Marines trying to get produced here. That 3rd's gonna get denied. Ling's gonna swarm into the main base, and this is falling. This is out of control here for Icooktacos. Targa taking it completely off guard. You gotta be so careful as a Terran if you're moving out onto your opponent's creep before medevacs are out, because that will happen. The Zergling surround can happen, and that's when things get dangerous. There's the GG, and that escalated quickly. That escalated quite quickly for the Terran player. Of course, he started meandering out on the map. And then he decided, you know, he didn't have any medevacs with him, and that's dangerous. You know, pushing out with Hellions, pushing out with Marines, that will happen. All the Lings coming out there to swoop you up. So, Targa taking victory.